It's day 2 of Eye Openers Hair Week, and today we are focusing on natural hair in the workplace. I met with a few women who wear their natural hair in different styles to have an open and candid conversation about how they are perceived when they let their natural curls and kinks go free.
Are you all comfortable wearing your hair as you have it right now?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
Every day of the week?
I actually prefer curly. I really do. I prefer curly hair because I feel like that's more of my personality, and straight I feel blah. So when I wear my hair curly, I get people who want to touch it, who want to ask me if it's real, who want to understand how did I get it that way, especially because they just saw it very long and straight, so they want to know how it got to be curly and big.
What about you, Nadia? What's your story? I mean, can I touch it?
Absolutely.
Can I touch it? Yeah, I do know though, because of the style you have, the more hands in your hair, sometimes the bigger the hair gets.
Yes, you got to put limits. It's like I put a ration as to how many people can touch my hair in the day. In my corporate world, I had no problems with adapting. If anything, they say my attitude changes. They're like, oh, I don't like Nadia when she has the straight hair. I like her when she has curly hair. She's not as mean.
When I went natural on TV about a year ago, I got overwhelmingly positive responses, but there's one email that stuck with me. A guy wrote into the station and said, "You have ruined her image." And I wonder why sometimes is natural hair viewed as offensive.
Yeah. I think people who are, when they don't know what to expect, their first reaction is to be fearful of it.
And I think when people get used to seeing you a certain way and then you change, for yourself, then it's like, what are you doing?
When I started really wearing my hair really curly and big, I felt as though that I would have to wear makeup.
Yeah.
And I don't normally wear makeup.
Why did you feel that way?
Because I felt that I don't know if my hair was gonna outdo my face, but I felt as though I had to wear makeup and I couldn't just be myself.
Wow.
It seemed to me like the larger my hair got, the more attention or people just staring, and you could just feel the stares like lasers.
Or
depending on where I'm at and depending on who's staring.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Does it make you uncomfortable sometimes though?
It does. I know that there was one time I went into, I don't know what chain restaurant it was, but I walked in and it was so overwhelming you can just cut it with a knife. I was like, let me just get this to go.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go home. But it didn't stop me, and that was the most important thing to me. It was like, I gotta really put myself out there, and until I did it, I would never know if I'm gonna like it or not. So to just assume it's gonna be a horrible experience, I was gonna be setting myself up for failure if I went with that.
I had what they call a TWA, which is a teeny weeny afro. So yes, I had the little compact afro. So yeah, that's what I had to walk around with, for a few months while my hair grew out, and it definitely boosted my self-esteem a lot.
When you guys are hearing like what's happening, sometimes when it comes to hair in the workplace, for example, an appeals court decided that it's not discrimination to ban dreadlocks in the workplace. Or there's that school in South Africa where the little girls had to fight to change the policy because the school banned a lot of natural styles. When you hear about those cases and those stories, what goes through your mind?
Disappointment. We're in this time and age that we have so many options in our lives, and for us to still be so single-mindedly focused on what you're wearing, and that you cannot produce or be productive in your work life or in the work field or in school, it depends on how you're looking. To me, it's like, all right, our focus is in the wrong place.
Right. I just don't understand how something as small as, not as small, but something like hair, that can be discriminated against you, like as far as getting a job.
I don't want to come across like I'm angry. It's all about natural, and if you're not natural, something's wrong with you. It's like, no, exactly.
Yeah. Natural shaming happens.
But if you want to convert, that is not a problem.
Is it okay for people to ask to touch your hair?
No, it depends. I'm in my moods. I don't mind. It just depends.
If you're just a stranger on the street, I'm gonna look at you a little different. But if you are a colleague or friend,
I expect you to touch my hair. But if you are a coworker or a stranger on the street, do not ask to touch my hair.
Oh, they just reach out and grab it, like, hey, can I touch it? It's like, I didn't even give you permission to get my face.
I've actually had people who have done that when I'm in line paying for groceries, put their hands in my head. Oh my goodness, that's just I feel so violated. Wow. Oh my goodness.